Greetings and salutations, collective. This is Krista, your resident reader from In This Now Tarot. Thank you so much for returning to my channel. If you're a subscriber already, if not, thank you for coming to check out my channel today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if it resonates with you. I did already go ahead and clear all the cards earlier, but because I did do the Divine Feminine reading first, I wanted to go ahead and do a quick energetic cleansing again for our next reading, which is going to be the Divine Masculine. And then we're going to jump right into the reading. Beautiful. First, we're going to start the reading by calling in our Alpha and Omega, our Creator and Creatrix for our highest good, ancestors and divine guides. Thank you so much. Our reading today, this is for our Divine Masculine. Thank you, Creator. Channel message reading for the Divine Masculine. Appreciate that. That tried to come out, didn't it? But it didn't. That would be the star. Great card. See if it flips out again and actually comes up right. Channeled message reading for Divine Masculine for our collective. Goodness. That was a lot at once. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Thank you. I appreciate that. And one more card. One more card, Creator, for this channel message reading for our collective and Divine Masculine, for whoever this does resonate for today. One more card, Creator. Alpha and Omega. Divine Ancestors. Without deception, without deflection, without distraction. Channeled message reading for the Divine Masculine Collective. As always, everybody, only take what resonates with you with this reading. If it does not resonate, that's perfectly fine. It is a timeless reading. Thank you, Creator. Appreciate that. Another 15 card reading, just like the feminine reading. All right, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So for our Divine Masculine today, our collective reading, we start our reading with our 8 of Scrolls. This is our Chrysalis Tarot deck. So it is based off Waite Tarot, but the names of the actual suits in each card are just a bit different. The scrolls are the same as swords, basically. So the 8 of Scrolls in the upright position, the 8 of Swords in the upright position, position 1. This can mean, of course, swords are mental plane and ideas. The 8 of Swords specifically, it does indicate at this now moment or this beginning of the reading that the Divine Masculine may be in a sort of a mental prison at this time. A prison in their head. This swords, of course, being an air element, is Gemini, base, Libra, and Aquarius. If that does bring anything to the forefront from you, it has a woman with a crystal ball looking up to the swords above their head, trying to determine and figure out, using their head only, honestly, what I'm feeling in this, what to do. Not being able to, they're struggling. Divine Masculine is struggling in this card. That's what I'm definitely feeling from this, and they're in anguish in their head currently. Directly going into that card, we do have the Knight of Mirrors in the upside down position, the reverse position. Mirrors are cups. Knights, again, that is a masculine energy, a youthful masculine energy. In the upright position, the Knight of Cups, Knight of Mirrors would be representing somebody with a sweet energy, someone coming into your life that brings love and sweetness and adoration, possibly. In the upside down position, this masculine energy is indicating someone who is not being sweet, who is coming, maybe somebody in your present or in your recent now past that used to be a sweet energy, a sweet masculine type energy towards you, divine masculine, but they're coming from a more sour place these days, coming into that moment. So it's definitely hurtful when someone who loves you and has that love and adoration for you and has those eyes for you is coming from a place that no longer is that same loving place, and that their heart is in a different, the heart doesn't feel the same way about the situation anymore. And it could be not another person's energy coming towards you, it could be yourself. You could be finding that the way that you felt about a loved one is no longer the way that it was before. The sparkly look in your eye for that person, or that great love and adoration that you had for that person in your life, has been turned on its head and upside down. That's what I'm feeling from this card specifically. The card directly after our Eight of Scrolls is our Sojourner card, the King of Mirrors. Now, it is in the upright position. So good news is that even though coming into this mental imprisonment card and the Divine Masculine, and honestly, I feel Divine Masculine, that this is you. This isn't necessarily an energy outside of you where your heart feels differently than your heart did before about a person or a situation, and that you're now in a mental place where you're stuck in your head about it. The good news is, in the near now future, after this, after you come out of that mental imprisonment, you're going to be stepping back into your King of Mirror energy, your King of Cups, in the upright position, which means you're going to find that love in your heart again. For yourself, first and foremost, you need to work on balancing your energies for your Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, finding that space within where you're at peace. When you do, when you start to move forward, you're going to go back to that upright King of Mirrors, King of Cups position, a loving energy, charitable energy, energy that is just a good person and comes from a good place. So don't worry, don't fret, do your work, take your time. Mental imprisonment, it's just that. You can actually start working on stepping out of that yourself. Get out of your head and more into your heart is what I'm feeling directly in that message. Our next card in our reading today for our Divine Masculine, for who this does resonate, our Four of Mirrors, Four of Cups card in the reverse position. Again, and these are a lot of cups so far on the table. Mirrors, cups. This is our emotional realm. So while this is a Divine Masculine reading, I'm feeling that so far in this reading, this is indicating that there's a great deal of emotional divine feminine balance that needs to be struck within this Divine Masculine to find that balance within. And the Four of Cups in the reverse, Four of Cups, if it were in the upright position, it is indicating someone who's not happy with their situation, that is no longer content at all where they've been, or where they were at, have been for a while, and what their situation had been. Now in the upside down position, it's still very much so to me indicating the same energy, but it is more reckless, can be more sour, not just not content, but maybe a little bit on the angry side. the emotional upset side about where that situation or that situationship or relationship may now be in regards to where it was not so long ago, and being bitter. That's what I'm feeling about this card, being bitter. Directly going into that Four of Mirrors, we have the Ace of Scrolls in the upside down position. Our scrolls, these are our wands. I'm sorry, not our wands. My bad. Again, our swords, our air element, our Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The Ace of Scrolls is the Truth card. The Sword of Truth from the Most High. You have the keys, the skeleton keys. You have the crow. Beautiful landscape with the crescent moon behind it. You have your scroll with hieroglyphs on it. The Sword of Truth. And it is in the upside down position. Again, our swords are air element, our ideas, our thoughts, being in our mental imprisonment. What we thought was truth, what was possibly truth in the past, we feel like has been turned upside down on its head. And I feel like the Divine Masculine feels like somebody didn't keep their word. A promise, perhaps. What they said was truth in the past now doesn't appear to be what it was, or it's changed, and that happens. So that is very well going into that Four of Mirrors. The bitterness definitely resonates. I feel like this person, Divine Masculine, feels like they've been done wrong, perhaps, and that somebody wasn't who they said they were, that they were dealing with. Next, directly after the Four of Mirrors in the reverse, we have Five of Stones, or Five of Pentacles card. Again, earth-based energy. We have a dragonfly, or a fairy, I should say, with dragonfly-type wings, hanging her head amongst the 5 boulders and stones. Megaliths, I believe is how you say that. And you can tell that she's in a defeated position. The Pentacles, of course, are earth-based energies, are Taurus, are Capricorn, and Virgos. This is indicating that this person, this Divine Masculine that's bitter, feels like they've been left out in the cold. Whoever made a promise to them is no longer standing by that promise in the way that they had said it previously. And this person feels like they've been left out in the cold by the person that made the promise they're not keeping. Moving along in our reading, the next card is our Four of Stones, another Pentacles card. You can see that we have a beautiful treasure chest that is gold with, looks like emeralds, that are lining the chest on the outside of it. And it's standing in the doorway, blocking the doorway, the only doorway in the picture, from the room that the Divine Masculine finds himself currently in. It's blocking their exit or their entrance, whichever way that might be seen. To me, what I feel on this card is it's blocking the entrance from returning to where they were. The Four of Stones is a card, Four of Pentacles, Four of Stones, is a card of material wealth and possessions, material plane of existence. And this is somebody that may want to hold on to what they had materially in the past. Doesn't mean it has to be riches, but it could be. But your previous place in life. As creatures of habit, unfortunately, we do get complacent and we do get conditioned. We want to hold on to things instead of seeing and allowing what comes next. It's not unusual for us as human beings to hold on to where we were previously. And this card, I feel like this person, this bitterness and this Divine Masculine is being kept from returning to the stairs that lead up to possibly where they were at previously. And they feel like it's being blocked, and they don't want to let go of it specifically. they're holding on to their past. That's what I feel energetically on that card. The card leading into the Four of Stones and the blocked passageway back to their previous life of the Divine Masculine, if this is your reading, we have our King of Scrolls, our King of Swords, in the upside down position. A masculine energy again on its head. The King of Scrolls is a truth teller. The King of Swords, if it's in the King of Swords in the upright, is a wise masculine energy, a truth teller, cut through the bullshit. In the reverse position, we have somebody that feels like, or that is being seen as not being honest about what's going on with this blocked passageway. It feels like something's being hidden. Someone's not being forthright and truthful. And I feel like things are being kept from the Divine Masculine that's no longer able to enter that world that they were previously from. I think it goes right along with the Ace of Scrolls right above it, honestly. Somebody's not being who they said they were. So caution is definitely called for at this time. Directly after that, we have the Four of Spirals. The Four of Spirals indicates marriage. It indicates celebration. It indicates a happy home. Directly after this card, it is directly after the Four of Stones. I feel like that this is representing again what used to be a happy place to be, a secure place to be, to some extent, or to a big extent, and a place that's now blocked off and not able to be returned to, this previous location or situation or relationship. So I feel like this is what's heavy on the mind, most likely keeping the mental imprisonment going on for the Divine Masculine in our reading. Spirals, again, are our energetic movement cards. They do indicate the fire energy of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So if that's a placement in your Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising, or somebody that you're dealing with in the situationship, that could definitely be something that strikes a chord in you as well. Next card in the reading is our Six of Spirals, another Six of Wands cards, energetic movement and fire sign. The Six of Wands specifically give me just a moment. Bear with me. One moment.